Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I am your host, Wayne Holloway, and this is week 11 of the football season. And wow, it seems like it's moving really, really fast. Um, Baseball is over with, basketball is on its way, and things are just getting to jumping. But this sport that I love the most, which is NFL football, wow, this has been a very exciting season, and I can't wait to get into it and talk to you more about it. Um, Let me introduce you to my co-host, Mr. Steven Rubain.
Packard, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward. Finally, we had some good, strong week of football. Some good games. Oh, this was the best week of the season so far. I think as we get closer to the end of the season, things start stepping up. People start playing harder, and we're going to finally get some good quality football. So I'm excited.
I'm pretty pleased myself. I'm pretty pleased. The Carolina coach is really growing on me. I love his heart. I love the way he handles the team. We finally have a coach that seems like he's in it 1,000%, no matter what's going on. He doesn't blame players. He puts it on himself, and let's get into it, man.
Well, like I said at the beginning of the season, all you guys needed was a coach. I think I said that before the season even started, that was going to be the downfall of the Panthers was the coach.
So I said we needed a coach since John Fox.
Well, I know that, but at least they were smart enough to get rid of the coach early on and give yourselves a chance to redeem yourselves. So I'm proud for the Panther organization. So it was a nice win. I feel bad for PJ Walker. I'll let you talk about him in a little bit.
You know, you pat me on the back. Every time you pat me on the back, I have to take it with a grain of salt.
I like PJ Walker for what it's worth. I mean, I want to see him do well. So, like I said, I feel bad for his injury. And, hopefully he'll heal soon and be back out there.
He'll get back out there because I love the way they had the offense running behind him. I wish even with let's get into the news, Steve. We'll get into that.
Well, we can actually start off by talking about some games for once. So instead of having controversies and coaches firings and all that stuff, we can actually talk about actual football. So let's talk about, first of all, the upset of the week. And I mean, I didn't even see this one coming.
Who saw it coming? Who saw it coming, Steve? Who saw it coming? I told you all last week, fool's gold. Okay, Didn't I say it?
You did say that. But
I did say it.
I'm not going to go that far. I'm going to give the Commanders more credit than to say that the Eagles played bad. I'm going to say that the Commanders played above their head. I mean, they played a strong. You have to give it credit. They played a strong game, complete game. I mean, they had, you had your typical Taylor Heineke interception over the middle. I don't know. This guy consistently throws that high ball over the middle for the interception every time.
Yeah, but it must be great because he was able to take down the undefeated Philadelphia Fly Eagles.
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, I thought once he threw that interception, I thought he was done, but he actually stepped it up at the end, and they played strong. They played smart. So
I wasn't surprised.
I was. I mean,
I told you and the diehard Eagle fan that was on the phone, Mr. Eagles 86, right?
Yeah, Eagles 86. Yeah.
What did I say? Verbatim, what I said was the team that they would have to watch out for was the Washington Commanders. Why? Because they would take them lightly. Second, it's a divisional game, and they would play hard, and they would go all out.
Yeah, no arguments from me here. I'm agreeing with you on this. I still don't think it's fool's gold. I still got the Eagles winning the East. I still think they're the best team in the East, but
the Eagles just got beat by a team that only had 4 wins, Steve. Yeah, fool's gold, sir.
But you can go through the history of many great teams. And let's get it right. First of all, the Eagles are not a great team. There's no great team in the NFL this year, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. We're talking about some other upsets.
Well, last week they were unbelievably great. You know why? Wow. They were undefeated. But they have to be great when you're undefeated.
Not necessarily. This is a mediocre year. This is not going back to the 80s, 90s great NFL teams that were just super dominant over everybody. This is a year where there's about 8 teams that have a legitimate shot to win the Super Bowl this year, and that's legitimate.
Steve.
I'm just telling you like it is.
Steve.
I'm watching the games. But that being said, though, I will give the Eagles credit. I mean, I'll give the Commanders credit. They played hard. Let's see how the Eagles bounce back this week.
I can see you give them credit. Who's your favorite team in the NFL?
Well, I'm a long-suffering Commanders fan. But let's see. I did pick the Eagles to win. So I'm not going to sit here now and change my saying, oh, yeah, I told you Commanders were going to win. I told you Commanders were going to win. No, I had the Eagles winning all the way. And I lost on that. But still being said, I give the Commanders credit. They're routing under Taylor Heineke. Like I said, he's Brett Favre with just not Brett Favre's talent. If he had Brett Favre's talent, then the sky's the limit because he has that he has that kind of just wants to stick it down your throat, which I like in a quarterback.
He's a scrappy guy.
He's a scrappy.
And he's a game player.
Yeah, he don't make excuses.
He makes the team like him because who can't like a person that wants to win on a team, man?
Let's just say he's the anti-Aaron Rodgers. Can we say that? Can we say it? He's the anti-Aaron. He's somebody who the teammates actually like him. They want to play for him. Did you see him on the plane afterwards? I'm going to talk about that.
I loved it.
But, I mean, I've been bad-mouthing the Commanders owner all year. Could you get them a better plane to be on? They looked like they were all crunched up and coach. I mean, that plane did not look like a plane caliber for an NFL team. These guys look miserable. I mean, I know it's only like a hour flight from Philadelphia to DC, but come on. Can we please do a little better?
The phone lines are not up. I'm sorry, we don't have the phone lines up right now.
We're gonna get them up in a few minutes. Let me go over these games real quick. I know I spent a lot of time.
I was saying that because as we're talking to you out there on Facebook and YouTube, we also have people that's typing in, and I want to give a shout out to Omar Good. What's up, sir? He said the Vikings are the team. Eagles ain't winning. Or I'm
gonna get to the Vikings in a second.
We gonna get there, and you'll be more than happy to call in. Oh, yes, we have a new phone number. You're probably calling the wrong number, Miss Holloway. But we'll put that up in a second. But Omar, the Vikings are the team. Why? Because they beat the Bills. But I'm gonna let Steve get into that a little more in depth.
Well, before I get to that game, let's talk about the Cowboys-Packer game real quick.
Oh yeah,
because everybody just assumed the Cowboys, that was just a done deal. They were gonna go in there to Green Bay.
I did too.
I forgot about one thing. If I would have caught my mind, I would have taken the Packers a win. And I forgot about the fact that McCarthy used to be Aaron Rodgers' coach back in the Green Bay glory days when he actually was winning a championship.
So that was more than just a game, right?
So it was more than just a game to Aaron Rodgers. He actually showed up this week. So, I mean, he played like the Aaron Rodgers of 2009, 2010, more than the Aaron Rodgers of today. So you actually saw, Packers showed up. So I gave the Packers a little credit for that win, but let's see if it bounces back into next week.
Yeah, I hated that win. I was in Vegas this weekend.
Yes, you were.
And I had the Cowboys to win the easy game.
Yeah, I mean, I had them too.
And they were winning the easy game.
That's it. If I would have known about the coach, if I would have remembered about McCarthy, that would have changed things for me. But
I've told people before, to me, Dak is suspect, man. He is suspect as they treat him like he's a Tony Romo. He's not.
Well, I mean, the Cowboys are one of those teams. And can we take away the America's team moniker on them? Are they really still America's team?
They snatched that a long time ago. How can you take it from them?
I mean, they've been holding this for like 45 years now. They haven't been to the Super Bowl since 1997. I mean, I was still running the streets back in 97. I mean, this has been so long ago. I barely remember what 1997 was. And they're still talking about, I mean, they haven't even been to the NFC Championship since 97. I think at one time I think they went there, but they keep calling themselves America's team, and they're getting these America's game of the week as if they're the best team. I mean, that was not the best game last week.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, they don't deserve that slot other than history. So
that should have been a walk in the park game for them.
I agree. But let's like I said, every year people say this is the year for the Cowboys. This is the year. This is the year.
No,
Let's see.
that sounds like Cowboy fans saying this is
But
the year.
but that's what I'm saying. Well, the Cowboy fans are this dominant force. They always talking about, yeah, watch out for the Cowboys. Watch out for the Cowboys.
You think Ezekiel Elliott will make it on that team next season? Or
I think he's gone.
what he had two good seasons?
Yeah, he had 2 good seasons for him, but I think he's going to be somewhere else next year.
We haven't seen this in a long time.
No. He's starving right now. He's starving. he's really starving because I mean he on the sideline. He looking sad.
Wow,
he looks so sad watching Tony Pollard. He's like, man.
He's like, I used to run like that.
Yeah, I used to run like that. My money going ding ding ding. You just see his paycheck just going down.
Somebody will pick him up.
Oh, somebody will pick him up, but he's not gonna get the money he should be getting.
Do you think he's injured or he just once they get money, it seems like they don't do
I mean, the NFL, I mean, running backs is a 4 or 5 year thing. I mean, very few running backs past 4 or 5 years are able to maintain. I mean, the Adrian Petersons of the world are rare. You don't get those running backs who go 9, 10, 11 years strong.
Yeah.
So his numbers are dwindling. So we'll see if he can have a bounce back. But let's get to the game of the week.
The game of the week, Omar, we about to talk about it. He said Zeke ain't the problem. He said, let Rush play. Hey, Zeke. Zeke. Omar, I said this, but Cowboy fans have argued with me. When I saw Rush play for the first time last season, I said, that's the man that needs to be in there. I said, that's the man that needs to take the reins. But every Cowboy fan has argued because for some reason, they got this thing about Dak, like Dak is Superman.
Oh, look, Dak's a likable guy. Let's be honest about it.
I don't like him.
It's hard. Why not?
Because
what about him don't you like?
I like Tony Romo, and I'm not a Cowboy fan, but Dak, what I don't like is when somebody is mediocre and he's being praised as to be the man.
But he came out of nowhere. He was a guy. He wasn't that first round pick, second round pick. He was just a guy who was just a pickup. And so for him to come out and start how he started, people grew to like him. I mean, and he doesn't cause any waves. He doesn't have any controversies. There's no disrespect. I mean, he's polite. He's respectful.
I mean,
he seems to conduct himself well. So, I mean, so you can see where Cowboy fans are kind of, he'll grow on them.
I'm not taking away the family guy, the nice guy. He can be that. But on football day, he needs to deliver. And what I've seen is the team had to downgrade from top tier wide receivers because he can't throw the long ball.
No,
I've seen that they had to pull back people, nice wide receivers. They've gotten rid of like 3. What was it? Dez and Omari. They had to get rid of top tier wide receivers because he can't get them the ball.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that point. I'm just saying that sometimes it's more than just the game itself. And I think for the Cowboys, they're just looking at the image. And so the image of Dak looks good for them. And so Cooper Rush, Cooper, you have been speaking his praise for the last 2 years, but it's going to be a hard sell to put Dak on the bench and put Cooper Rush in. You know that.
I'm not trying to disrespect the man, but Cowboy fans, stay ready for mediocre seasons as long as Dak is the quarterback.
All right. Well, hey, listen to me. I got no problem with that. I think the Cowboys are going to be mediocre anyway. I definitely don't have them win the Super Bowl this year. So it's fine.
I don't think Cowboy fans have them win the Super Bowl.
Well, they do. No, they do because Cowboy fans. Listen to me. Cowboy fans have them win the Super Bowl every year. It don't matter what the situation is. If they're anywhere near 500, they're talking Super Bowl. So, but let's get back to that game of the week. We want to keep ignoring the Vikings and the Bills. That was actually a game I was into. I mean, the fourth quarter and overtime, I was truly caught up in that game. I mean, that game was one of those games where there's so much was going on, so many controversial situations, so many great plays. I mean, the catch of the year, that Justin Jefferson, man,
phenomenal.
I'm almost ready to put him in Randy Moss tier. I never thought I'd talk about another Vikings wide receiver, who would be Randy Moss-esque. I mean, I don't think anybody could truly be Randy Moss, but if there's a second coming, that guy might be it. He don't have the breakaway speed Moss had, but his hands. Whew.
I had to do a double take when you were talking about it because you, of all people, hate Kirk Cousins. And Kirk Cousins wait a minute, Kirk Cousins is making this man look like Randy Moss.
No.
Wait, no. People, we got it on camera.
Changes around.
We got it on camera.
Time out. Say it right. Justin Jefferson is making Kirk Cousins look great. Let's get it right. That pass that Justin Jefferson caught, he made a great play on. That was a bad pass.
Steve.
Let's get it up.
Steve.
Let's get it right.
For you to compare this guy to Randy Moss.
Yes.
Now, mind you, people, I'm gonna give you guys a little feedback. Kirk Cousins used to play for the Washington Commanders. Steve hated this guy's guts.
Woo.
Now this guy is the Vikings guy. He's the guy.
Okay.
And he has a guy that Steve has put in the Randy Moss-esque.
Randy Moss-esque.
Yes. And no matter what Steve says, it wasn't just one play. He made a great play on that ball, but Kirk Cousins has made a wide receiver look like Randy Moss to Steve. It has to be more than one play that Kirk Cousins has thrown beautiful passes to this man to make this man the man. So, Steve, admit it. Kirk Cousins is better than what you've always said.
Not true. Talk about his record on primetime games, Monday night, Thanksgiving games. He got the worst record in the history of the NFL for a starting quarterback in prime time. Let's see him come playoff time. Let's see if he's the guy. I got him making the playoffs, but I expect him to do what he does every time he's in the playoffs, and that's tank.
All that what you said. All I'm saying is you used Randy Moss's name.
I did.
To explain a wide receiver that only Kirk Cousins has passed to.
Come on. What's Hall of Fame quarterback did Randy Moss have other than his 1 year with Brady? What Hall of Fame quarterback did Randy Moss have?
Culpepper, right?
Like I said, what Hall of Fame quarterback did Randy Moss have?
It wasn't Dante Culpepper?
It was Dante Culpepper. I'm saying, what Hall of Fame quarterback? He didn't have one. Randy Moss made those quarterbacks what they were. It wasn't a case of he was throwing the ball to Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
So the person that caught the ball, not the person that had to throw, because the person that threw the ball could have threw it off. He could have threw it the wrong way. You're trying to say that the wide receiver made the man and not the quarterback?
Absolutely. We can talk about Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, for his first 10, 11 years, had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks throw the ball to him.
Okay.
I mean, Jerry Rice was still great.
So wait a minute.
But
Jerry Rice had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. So those quarterbacks made Jerry Rice?
Oh, of course.
It's not a partnership?
It's a partnership. It goes hand in hand. But I'm saying,
so both have to be great to do these things?
No, not true.
Oh,
that's not true.
Oh,
because Megatron made it to the Hall of Fame with, who is his quarterback? Your guy.
Omar said your man's is tripping. Tell him, Omar. What is he tripping about, Omar? You know what?
Please tell me what I'm tripping about. Kirk Cousins. Look up his record in primetime games. He's been in the league 8 years, made $300 million, and how many playoff games has he won? I challenge you.
Lamont, he's on Facebook, and he said, "Tell him, Steve." I guess when we were talking about the Eagles,
exactly.
Let me open these phone lines up. Let's get these phone lines open because I think people need to. They have a few things they want to say to you, Steve.
I hope so. Please.
And I guess me too.
Take the challenge on Kirk Cousins. You tell me Kirk Cousins is an elite quarterback, and I would take it any day of the week. I'll take that challenge.
Our phone lines are now open. The phone lines are 818-396-5080. That is 818-396-5080. Call in and holler at us. Let us know how you feel because Steve is teetering.
I'm just keeping it real. Hey, look, Kirk Cousins is what he is. He's a solid quarterback, but he's not an elite quarterback, and he's definitely not.
You guys should have kept him.
A winning game. No.
Yes.
He robbed the Commanders. I can say the Redskins. He robbed the Redskins for 3 straight years, saying, "Oh, I'll stay." And they kept giving him the franchise tag. Oops, I'm gone. See you. And let's keep it real.
Why did you guys give him money? Why did you keep franchise tagging him instead of paying him?
I've been criticizing the Commanders organization for it. How long?
All I said was when he was on the Commanders, I saw
no playoff wins. That's what I saw.
I saw a touch of greatness. Now, no playoff wins. I have to blame that on your organization for not putting the right pieces around them. You had a couple pieces, but it's evident to see if he had the team that you guys have now with that. Who's your top wide receiver? McLaughlin.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's do it.
Blow the whistle sports. Who's calling? Uh-oh.
Let's do it. Come on. Who are we defending? Tell me, who are you defending? Who do you want to defend? I'll take on all comers. What? Oh, give me a name. Tell me. What have I said wrong? No, I said Jerry Rice had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks throw to him. I said Jerry Rice is great. Jerry Rice is amazing. He's great. Hall of Fame, guaranteed Hall of Fame. I said Justin Jefferson is becoming Randy Moss-esque. I said Randy Moss, no question, is better than Justin Jefferson. What? Oh, whoa. Wait, time out. Did you hear him just say that he's not on Julio Jones status? What? Whoa. Can you have my back on this one? Okay, can you tell him the stat? Do you understand that?
Let's go to the stats.
He's beat Randy Moss the number 100-yard games.
Omar, and Steve. Hold on one second. Let's go to the stats now. Before we go to stats, Randy Moss played when you could bump the receiver all the way through. Right now, you can't touch the receiver without getting his quarterback can't even play the quarterback position the way I played it. You can't. Of course, it's gonna look good. Randy Moss played with studs, and he still made quarterbacks look bad. Can I get
clarity first of all? First of all, Randy Moss is truly amazing. I think we got confused in saying that. I'm saying that I'm putting Randy Moss down. No, I'm not putting Randy Moss down at all. I'm saying Randy Moss was the most amazing wide receiver I've ever seen.
He loved Randy Moss
by far. I mean, I love him to death. I'm saying that Justin Jefferson is the closest thing I've seen to Randy Moss.
And to be fair, we have to go off of what the rules are now.
Yeah. Well, look. The Cooper Kupp in a system. I mean, Cooper Kupp's a system guy.
Exactly.
If you put him in that system, he's not going to do what he. But Cooper Kupp's not doing as well with Cousins. Well,
Omar, we have to be fair. You can't go with error when we say a player from a different era and we say they're playing at their level. We can't go off of what used to go on back then, right? Because if you want to go into that argument that you're talking about, I have went into that argument 1,000% when we bring up LeBron James.
Oh yeah, yes.
LeBron James. LeBron is a great player. He is the greatest of this era.
Right.
Now, I've always said if he played back then, he would not be the same. And people have always argued with me and said that he would still be great. He could compete with Kobe and Jordan, even though we seen when he played with Kobe how Kobe constantly embarrassed him.
Oh, come on now. Let's stop. See, now you're saying something else that's totally off.
Different eras.
Yeah. Exactly.
LeBron gets calls. LeBron cries about calls. Stop it. Come on. Now, you know what?
If you put LeBron James on that Bulls team with Scottie Pippen, had Paxson at the point guard, had Rodman doing the rebounds, you gonna tell me that team's not winning six rings?
No, they won't.
But if you, I had Paxson, Pippen, Rodman, and LeBron. I'm not winning 6 rings.
If we played in that era where people get elbowed in their chest and no fouls get called, with not the same LeBron that barely gets touched and goes down and starts crying. Heck no, it would not be.
And guys not as athletic as they are today. LeBron 6'7", 250.
Okay,
and runs like a gazelle. He would imagine him being covered by Charles Oakley, being covered by Anthony. He dominate them. Yeah. Right. He's playing for the system.
The argument is about different eras, and all I'm saying is he would not be able to survive in the same era back then.
He'd be getting fouled left and right. He'd be shooting free throws just like what's the name was getting fouled.
He would be just like Anthony Davis is right now, always broken down and hurt.
Okay,
always.
John Morant would never be able to handle any error because as soon as he takes it to the paint and he gets slapped up one time, he never brings it to the paint. He's not talking to nobody. In the early 2000s, John Morant was playing in the league like that. So let's be real. The league changes. We got to adjust to it. But
yeah.
Go back for Jefferson is not even the top. He's not. He's good. I get it. Like actively right now in the league, he's like the top 5. But like you say.
So who are you saying is better than Justin?
I need to hear this one. Who's better right now?
Okay, for pound for pound, you know the boy playing for the Raiders. He's just not looking good. That's the number 1.
Whoa. Okay, no, I can't let you. Listen, time out. I can't let you get away with that one.
Go ahead.
Where's the time out?
He has to get you for that one.
Come on now. He got a bad quarterback just like Justin Jefferson does. What's that? Man, think about it. If you give Justin Jefferson a Tom Brady in his prime or give him one of these elite top quarterbacks, Justin Jefferson gets 150 catches a year. If he has an elite quarterback.
Guys, you're talking about a guy that's number 4 in the league right now. He's number 4 in the league right now. The numbers mean everything because that's what we have right now.
Yeah, I mean that's what. But Justin Jefferson. Go ahead.
Are we gonna say that's number 1?
Mm-hmm.
You got that. These are game changer Diggs. If we could pick again, Diggs is 2.
I love Stephon Diggs. I don't even want to do that argument because he's a Turk. I'm a Maryland guy. I love Diggs from the time he came out of college. So I'm not going to argue with you there.
And we talk AJ Brown because that boy is so big. So let's be real. These 3. I'm giving you 3 right now that they could play. They could play any wide receiver position. They could play.
Yeah.
Put them in. You can put them on trips. You can put them on the slot. You can put them wherever these boys can play. They can run the slant better than anybody. They can run the out route. They can run they can run double moves on you. These guys are studs. Then because I'm telling you this, because Jefferson hit you. He got hit one time. He's broken. He's not
that's a whole different story now. How many games has he missed? Has he missed any games yet? Or one game?
Hold on a second. Is Omar? Could you speak into your? Let me turn the volume up. People are saying they can't hear you. Calm down and speak clearly. Go get it.
We started off with Devontae Adams. Then we went to Leslie Chase. Then we said, what's his name from the Eagles?
Whoa. Eagles.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
What works from the Eagles? I want to hear this one.
Derek, are you able to hear him? How about Carlos? Or can you hear him now? Is everything a little better?
AJ Brown from the Eagles.
Oh my! You're putting AJ Brown over Justin Jefferson?
The biggest mistake Tennessee ever did is to get rid of AJ Brown.
No, I agree with you on that, but I still don't put him above Jefferson. He's a South. I mean, don't get me. I mean, these are all great receivers. I mean, I agree with you that the NFL now has a great core of receivers. I'm just saying, talent-wise, Justin Jefferson is in a league, not Randy Moss. I think I need to clarify that. No one is Randy Moss.
If the team wasn't winning, nobody would. His team is winning, so that's why it also makes him look better.
And let's remember too. I mean, Justin Jefferson is only in his second and third year. I mean, this.
I mean, guess you know who he got playing on the other side? He got another stud wide receiver that's been holding the league in that position in that team, a system. Wide receiver has been holding it for about 7 years.
Right.
That you have to pay attention to. If you don't pay attention, he's only as good. He's good because of Adam.
Yeah.
That's another reason.
I mean, I can argue. I mean, that's an argument you can make for all great wide receivers. I mean, you look. Jerry Rice had John Taylor. I mean, there's greatness. I mean, you got to have a second receiver. I mean, there's very few receivers who can make it without having a.
We never seen a Jerry Rice at that time. The way Jerry Rice was doing it, we haven't seen it.
Oh, I know.
Jerry Rice.
I agree with you, but Jerry Rice also had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks throwing to him. Now, Randy Moss, and you remember my argument on Moss? I said Moss never had a Hall of Fame quarterback. He had the 1 year with Brady, and that year with Brady, he went off. And that's what I'm saying.
Did he have Cunningham as a rookie?
No, I think Cunningham was gone by then.
Oh, it was Dante Culpepper. No,
Yeah, it was called. He came in the Culpepper era.
Dante was good though. Dante was.
I like Dante Culpepper, but I'm saying Dante Culpepper.
And they had what's his name? The light skinned dude. They had what's his name? Chris Carter.
Yeah, they had Chris Carter, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, you gotta have a second wide receiver to go with you. And Randy Moss had Chris Carter for many of those years. So I mean, I'm not disrespecting Randy Moss at all. I mean, Randy Moss was truly one of the most electric wide receivers who made the game look so easy. I mean,
let's go back to Julio then. Julio Jones. Who did Julio have?
I had Julio on a lot of my fantasy teams. He suffered.
Exactly. That was money.
He suffered from Matt Ryan. If he had a better quarterback, Julio Jones would be probably in the Hall of Fame status.
We can talk about it. Like that's another thing. Matt Ryan. As much as we say negative things about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is actually a decent quarterback.
But that's it. He's a decent quarterback. I'm agreeing with decent, but he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
He's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Look at his numbers.
Well, but do you see Matt Ryan as a Hall of Fame quarterback?
But that boy's better than quarterback who's not playing for the Panthers. The Panthers could use him.
Well, they could use him, but Matt Ryan's not a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's a decent quarterback. He's a solid quarterback. I would even say he's a good quarterback, but he's definitely not Hall of Fame.
He better than at least 6 starters right now.
Who's he better than right now? I mean,
he got old. You see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
All these players get old, and we start forgetting that. You know what I'm saying? Just because we don't see that much Atlanta games, we don't get to see it. But Matty Ice, you tell me, there's a reason why he got that nickname. He earned that nickname.
No, he's good. I mean, I said he's a good quarterback, but he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback. I mean, he's a product of the system.
If Matthew Stafford goes to the Hall of Fame,
oh, there's no way. But don't go there with me. There's no way Matthew Stafford's Hall of Fame.
Oh. Hold up, Omar. Hold on.
No, there's no way he's on.
Disrespectful. Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Fame.
Oh my God.
All around quarterback.
Come on.
Hold up, Omar, because I got to put the microphone back. Omar, hold up a second because I have to put the microphone back for people to hear you.
Omar, 16 on your record, you are not a Hall of Fame.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We agree on something. I don't think so.
Omar, you have to wait a second because I have to put the microphone back to you for a second. But one second. I gotta
let him do his spiel.
I have to step in here with the disrespect for the guy that just won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And them had guys. I shut up and let both of you guys talk.
Okay.
Let me talk, and then you guys can go over.
Okay, go ahead. I'm waiting.
Matthew Stafford won the Super Bowl last season, but before he won the Super Bowl, he had outstanding numbers every year, even when he had the bad season. Now, Omar, you're still talking. I have to put the microphone for people to hear you. Hold up. I'm gonna give you your chance back. Just 1 second. Matthew Stafford had a bad organization. Now, if you can't agree on that, that same organization is the same organization that had arguably the best running back in football, had him retire early because they didn't do anything. The same thing when they had him, they did nothing. And then his first year on a team that actually put the right pieces around, his first year when he should have been arguably declining, he won the Super Bowl his first year. Now he's stuck with a team that did nothing for him. Now, Omar, I'm about to put the microphone so you can rebuttal. But hey,
I'm gonna lay off this one. I'm gonna let you do it because
here,
I've had this argument too many times.
Here you go, Omar. Here you go.
This is all you.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about this Super Bowl because this Super Bowl, you know how this works. You know the NFL works. It's all entertainment. They got that expensive ass Super Bowl, that stadium in Inglewood. You think they want to go try to have some kind of championship go through LA with all the nonsense? LA needed a champion, and they gave LA that Super Bowl. That wasn't because of no Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford was trash last year. The close to the end of the season, the last couple games, his numbers were. Jimmy G had better. Jimmy G was actually a better quarterback than he was the last couple games.
I'm not saying. Look,
he won't score a touchdown, but Jimmy G went to Green Bay and took them down.
Yeah.
He looked better than that. He did his job.
I mean, I'm not. No argument from me.
Super Bowl that they need the Rams needed to win that Super Bowl. They put all the money because you know how they love this the quarterback. I mean the coach of the McVay. They love that guy. He's been a great coach.
And
he's a very overrated coach. Just like my coach Shanahan is also another overrated young coach. But the league they like these young coaches because that's what they want.
And Omar. And Omar, tell him who won the Super Bowl MVP last year.
It should have been right? It's Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp won it. What's that time? Cooper Kupp won it.
Odell should have won it. Odell should have won that Super Bowl MVP.
Well, I don't know. Odell got hurt in the second quarter, right? Second quarter in that game.
Hey, but before he got hurt, though, he was killing it. Odell would have won that.
Yeah, but I think if he would have stayed in the game, maybe you could. I never heard him give it to somebody who didn't finish the whole game. So usually you got to finish the game to get the MVP.
Oh, but how come the quarterback, this amazing quarterback that went 0-16, that had the 0-16 didn't get how come he didn't get the Super Bowl?
I'm agreeing with you. I'm gonna let Packard answer that one because I'm agreeing with you. I've never been a Stafford. Stafford has helped me in fantasy sometimes, but he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback. I mean, he has a lot of great stats in the game when the game's over. He gets a lot of those stats where like fourth quarter and they're already down by 25 points.
Exactly. That's how we get.
I've been saying this for years and years. That's Stafford. You look at Stafford's how many yards he has when the team is behind, and I bet you
all the time.
All the time.
0-16. At least 5 seasons when he was racking 300-yard games, 250.
Yeah, and team was 2-14 every year. And he would get 5,000 yards passing, and the team's 2-14.
He was playing catch up the entire time.
Hey, Omar. I gave you a lot of time to get a lot of stuff in. Look. But you see how I was actually quiet and I listened to every point that you guys put up.
Yeah. That's not me though.
If you can't.
The Super Bowl was rigged.
Now we have the conspiracy theorists. Okay. Hey, you know what? You know how hard it is to rig something where a lot of moving parts is because you know how much money one person can get paid for saying that it's rigged. You know how hard that is.
But
it's entertainment.
Instead of saying it was rigged, let's just say the Rams played against an inferior opponent. Let's be honest. The Bengals had their, every year they have a team that probably should not have been there, but the right team at the right time. The Bengals probably weren't good enough to be in the Super Bowl, but they kind of got lucked up. They kind of lucked into it. They didn't deserve to be. I mean, Tennessee kind of was over their heads. The Chiefs had an off year. You know, the Bengals shouldn't have been there. So the Rams got lucky in that regards. And quite frankly, they barely beat the Buccaneers and 49ers in the playoffs. Let's keep it honest. I mean, they squeezed by both of those games. And if Jimmy G didn't have a bad fourth quarter, we might have had the 49ers Bengals.
I have to, if you guys are having problems with our Facebook feed, we are up and going on YouTube. It's giving me some type of problem on Facebook. Are you watching this on Facebook or YouTube, Omar?
Facebook.
Has your video went down?
It seems like it seems good right now.
Oh, okay, perfect. But Omar, we gotta get into these picks, and
thank you for calling in. And like I said, just to probably let you go, Justin Jefferson is not Randy Moss. Let's get that clear. Randy Moss is in a whole different stratosphere as far as core. I said Justin Jefferson, though, has shown the talent that he can be in a level of a Randy Moss. He won't be Randy Moss, but he can be in that level. Stephon Diggs is a different type of wide receiver. Stephon Diggs doesn't have that type of skill set. But Stephon Diggs is amazing.
Yeah, let's just call it what it is. He's a very, very good receiver. He's a top receiver right now. He's not. Let's not give him too much.
Thank you for calling in, Omar. Please call in next week.
Yeah, well, please do. Like I said, we have a whole lot. I want to hear your opinion upon the Panthers. We didn't get into the Panthers yet.
Oh, we're gonna get into them, but we have one of our contest winners. He's on the line, and we want him to call in.
Thank you for calling in, Omar.
Absolutely. We're gonna talk next week.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
And
And next week, I'm gonna have the Randy Moss versus Justin Jefferson stats for you next week, so we can compare the two in their first 3 years. I'm gonna have that ready for you. All right, so I'm gonna give you the stats so you can compare the two. All right. Thank you.
You have a good one, sir. Wow.
I like that call.
Oh man. Brother, what's the sports? Who's calling? Say again.
Hi, my name is Yes. Hi, my name is Yes.
Your name is Yes.
Yes.
Who are you calling for?
Jeff. Protect it.
What's going on?
Nothing. I came to collect my prize.
Oh.
You treating us here. We about ready to give you the wrong caller. You about ready to get the smackdown. You about ready. What's that? Pac-Man look on his face like he's ready to come through that phone and tell you you gonna ruin his show. he had to look like you ruining my show. I'm in the middle. It's bad enough they're attacking me left and right on Matthew Stafford on the Panthers. But you gonna call it be a crank call? So I'm guessing that you called for your prize, that you had a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys put up an easy contest for me to win.
Oh man, look, you caught us in 2 bad weeks. Let's just get it clear. It was 2 bad weeks in our picks. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I could have flipped a coin and done a better job picking than I did. I could have done a better job flipping the coin.
Plenty of football.
But you know, I'm giving you credit though. If you go, 20-8 those 2 weeks? I think it was 28 you went.
So.
He was in second.
Yeah, he went 20-8. The first place went 22-6. He went 20-8. That's good picking. You know, you go to Vegas and you do 20-8. You had a good week. Oh, speaking of Vegas,
I gotta improve though.
before I get into that, did you hear about the guy who bet $330,000 on the Eagles to win and lost?
I did.
And lost $51,000 in addition to.
I thought you cashed out.
Well, I mean, no, he would have won. No, sorry, he would have won $51,000 addition if he would have won. No, he lost. He bet the Eagles to win.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he picked the Eagles to win. He put down $330,000 to win $51,000.
That's an idiot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got the money to lose, but that's a lot of money to lose on a game. I would never bet on one game in the NFL like that.
But
go ahead.
Congratulations, Carlos.
Yeah, we want to congratulate you. What's the secret? Give us your secret. We want to hear. We need help this year. So give us what is your secret to picking? Do you have any special things you do?
I just listen to your show every week, and then I just pick the opposite of what.
Oh my goodness! You know that almost hurts, but you know, some of these weeks though, that's kind of true though. Sometimes
Right?
the way I feel, sometimes you know, you pick against what I pick. I mean, this has been the hardest year for picking games because there's no rhyme or reason with some of these games. I mean, who would have picked the Commanders to beat the Eagles?
Nobody.
Nobody. I mean, I know Packers will sit there and say, "Oh, I told you so. I told you so." Fool's gold. No. I can talk fool's gold all you want. The Eagles are not supposed to lose to the Commanders at home on Monday Night Football.
Yep.
So I mean, it's just
that is like a broken clock.
yeah, it's just one of these years. So I congratulate you on that.
Well, 1 second, Carlos. Let me go into the blow the whistle and look at our complete standings for the years and see where you're at. Because of what you just said. Let's look at it. Let's look at it.
See, I wasn't going there with you. I wasn't there, but go ahead.
In first place, we do have a guy. He's 84. He has 84 wins. He's in first place. His name is Sean 33. He's a Charger fan. That's first place.
Yeah.
Then we have closely in second place, only one game away from him, which is the guy sitting next to me. Is 83 with 83 wins. And then who's in third? Yours truly. Now let's see where you're at. Oh, you're in fifth place. Oh.
Well, I only started playing like 2 weeks ago because there was a contest, so I had to step up my game.
Okay.
Okay. You stepped up your game. I'm gonna get this thing together with this microphone.
Yeah, we gotta get the mic set up. We gotta get a special mic.
Yeah, it'll be way better next week. But wow, Carlos. Wow. Fifth place? You disrespected me and said you picked the opposite.
Yeah.
You must have picked the opposite a lot because you're still in the 70s. We're on our way to 90s.
Yeah.
There's about 17 weeks here. We got that, right?
Listen to me. Packers been saying. Packers been saying that since week one. Since week one, he's been telling me we got all these weeks left. We got all these weeks left. We getting close to Thanksgiving now. This is crunch time. The men are going to step up and the boys are going to fall behind. So I'm looking. Hey, I love the challenge.
What I want to say is, and I'm gonna put the microphone to you, so give me a quick second. Is who's your favorite team, and what are you gonna do with your winnings? And we're gonna do another contest. It's gonna be a 4-week contest. As a matter of fact, while I'm talking to you, let me put the for other people who's tuning in. Here go our login right here. If you want to get involved in the contest for the next 4 weeks, we're gonna take the first 2 people that can beat us again for the next 4 weeks will get a $50 NFL gift card. Or like I did for you, if you don't want the gift card, I will Venmo you or Cash App you. Or, well, let's say Venmo. I like Venmo. We'll Venmo you your 50, and all you do is fill this out, and you have to become a subscriber to our channel. And I'm gonna leave this up while we talk to Carlos because I want Carlos to answer those questions. Your full name, your favorite team, and what you're gonna do with your winnings.
So my favorite teams are the Saints, and what I'm gonna do with those winnings, I'm gonna put those $50 and take the Saints -3.5 for a lock of the week, son.
Ooh, what's that? Can I ask you a question? Let me ask, since you're a Saints fan, Andy Dalton or Jameis Winston?
None. I want another quarterback.
Oh, but I mean, yeah, you got to go with what you have. So right now the question is, I guess I heard that Andy Dalton is going to get to start again this week. I mean, I don't know why. I don't understand it. Who would you take if you had to start between the two?
Honestly, I'll take Dalton. I'll take Dalton.
I don't know, man. I think Dalton's had his chance. I mean, this guy, you're going to talk about a quarterback who's had more chances to be mediocre. I mean, Andy Dalton was mediocre in Cincinnati. He had great receivers and couldn't get the job done. Then he went to Dallas, got a chance, couldn't get the job done. Now he's getting a chance here. I mean,
yeah.
How many chances does this guy get?
And Winston's still not 100% still, so we can't start him yet.
Okay, well, in that case, well, why won't Taysom Hill get the start?
He's not. He plays better as what he does as a utility player.
Okay, so you don't think he can handle the whole game? He's not a.
No.
All right.
He played like 4 games last season.
Okay,
He
he
didn't
can
do well.
get the job done. All right. Well, all I ask you is, can you please get Alvin Kamara the ball more? Because I mean, I finally got him on my team, and this year he's just not getting the job.
Now I'm gonna ask you another question.
How about Alvin Kamara?
He's a fantasy football
I'm a
guy.
fantasy football guy, so all I care about is Alvin Kamara.
He wants the Alvin Kamara to get points. But I want to ask you 4 picks before we let you go. The Thursday night game, Titans at Green Bay. Who are you going with?
Titans in Green Bay. I'm going Titans plus a 3.
Ooh, taking Titans in the money.
Okay. And the next game, who you going to go with the Cowboys at the Vikings?
Cowboys at the Vikings. I believe Cowboys are favored.
Good question.
Cowboys are favored, yeah.
I think the Vikings will be favored. I haven't
think-
checked the
I think
line.
Minnesota. I think Minnesota at home.
Yeah, Cowboys are favored by 1.
Why? Why?
That's a team. That's a game you would love to go to Vegas and money line.
Let's say, money line that one.
That game smells like a trap game, and most people are going to take Vikings. So I like to go against the public and go with Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. So that's and pick 3, Rams at the Saints.
Well, we already know.
No Cooper Kupp, and then no running game. There's not going to be much scoring going on in that game.
And may not be no Matthew Stafford. No guarantee he's playing.
Oh, well, the news is that Matthew Stafford should be recovering from concussion protocol.
I hope so, because as much as I hate Matthew Stafford, that guy they had in there. Did you see that horrible pass he threw to hurt Cooper Kupp? I mean that pass. I mean, he should have got beat up by his teammates for getting this guy hurt like that.
And then the last game is Panthers at the Ravens.
That's an easy game. Come on now.
Ravens are favored by 13 points. That's a lot of points. Very disrespectful.
Yeah.
But if anybody can do it, it's the Ravens against the Panthers. So I'm gonna take the Ravens.
And the 13 points? That's 13
points.
That's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points.
And my man Baker Mayfield is starting this week. So he knows the Ravens.
That's even better.
I see a Matthews someone who is a Baker Mayfield detractor. That sounds like somebody who's not a Baker Mayfield fan.
Oh well, once again, Carlos, wrong. But thank you for calling in.
Yeah, thank you for calling in.
And congratulations on your win. And you have another contest, 4 weeks to get and you can try to gain on us and win these end of the season gift cards. But
yeah, I'm gonna look out for your Saints. Go, please, Alvin Kamara. Please have a big game. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, he's due for one of the 3 touchdown games. So, I'm gonna be cheering for you though.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
You have a good one, sir. Thank you for calling in.
All right, so since we got the games warmed up, let's go ahead and do it.
All right, it's time to get in these picks so we can get out of here.
So you said Titans against the Packers?
Yep, Titans at Green Bay. Yeah, did you think Aaron Rodgers got it together? He know who he's going to be? Look like that rookie that he was giving it to the rookie like, hey, it's time for you to step up and be my guy.
I'm going to go with the Packers. As much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, I think he got the message. This is the time of year he's going to step it up.
Okay.
And I'm still not sold on who Tannehill.
All right, well,
Tannehill's been a fantasy disaster for me, so I will always hold a grudge.
I would have never picked Tannehill up since they're not going to be a heavy passing team. Tannehill is always the guy for the third down pass. Hold on one second.
We got Derrick Henry fan.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Blow the Whistle. Who's calling?
This is Lamont, man.
Uh-oh. Woo! Come on. Lamont, I went for you guys. I went for the Eagles. I actually had my lock pick. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
It happened. It happened, and honestly, I feel like it's good that we get it out the way, you know, and now we don't have to have this big old cloud about us being, you know, undefeated. Like, we had a loss, cool. Now we can worry about the playoffs, you know, and like we may lose maybe 1 or 2 games, maybe. But even that, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, we're going to playoffs. We're favorites for the Super Bowl, and you know, that's really what it's about. I don't really care about being undefeated.
All right, so let me ask you this then: Are you going the way all your other Eagle fans are going and crying referees, refs this, refs that? Are you going the route of crying about the calls?
No. I mean, that's gonna happen in every game. But I gotta give it, and I said that last week. I said that like the Commanders, they're not out of it. Our whole division has a chance to do something.
Oh yeah.
And like, you know, if it's they actually have a good defense, and you have Chase Daniels or is it what's his name? Chase coming back.
Yeah.
And it's like, so they've always kind of had a good defense. So I'm not like gonna like take anything away from them. They made their plays, you know, and we didn't capitalize on ours. So I mean,
Yeah, they got a pretty favorable schedule coming up. They actually could go a solid 10-7, even possibly even 11-6.
I only see at the most 3 losses, but that's like barely. And maybe one from the Giants, and maybe. And I can't even say the Cowboys.
They beat the Cowboys at home. I think they're gonna beat the Cowboys at home, but I like their schedule coming up. So yeah, it's a tough one, but they gotta change that face mask rule. The face mask, you should be able to, as a referee, go back and see if somebody's like pulling you down by your face mask. They should be able to review that. Do you agree?
Well, that's the wrong thing to ask me, because I said a long time ago they've been able to clean this game up long time ago with reviews. They don't want to, so they want to keep that.
Yeah, but the face mask though, that's could get somebody hurt.
It's blatant.
I mean, it's blatant and can get somebody hurt. So I mean that should be reviewable, because if you're talking about truly about safety.
Well, honestly, it is reviewable. So that person.
No, it's not reviewable.
Not in the game, but that person's going to get a fine later on.
But that doesn't matter to safety though. I'm saying in the game time, the referee should be able to go back and look. If they missed that call, they should be able to go back and see. Oh, sorry, we missed it.
Without question,
15 yards.
Without question, I've always said that.
But
I've said that about a lot of things.
Right.
But a lot of holding calls.
But where's the fine though? There's no fine for that.
There's no fine?
No, because it wasn't called.
It was egregious. It was over excessive. He's going to get a fine.
But no,
he's going to get a fine.
I guarantee he's not going to get a fine, because how can you judge it was egregious? That's your opinion.
By the way it looked.
But he was just trying to make a tackle. You're reaching for something. First thing he reached was the face mask. Then your hand gets caught in there.
Well, the NFL,
but it should be a foul though.
They'll issue an apology like they did to Cam Newton every time they missed a call.
But that's what I'm saying. He'll get an apology. They've already come out and said that they missed a call. I mean, they've already done that, but it's not going to be a fine.
Well, the thing is, once again, we can clear this up. We can clear if the ball went over into the end zone or not when they're in a dog pile.
They can clear it. The ball's caught.
We have the technology.
I know
to know, and then with the way the cameras are, we can see if the knee is down. Everything they have the technology for.
I agree, but I mean that was a big call, because the Eagles probably would have won the game if they didn't get that face mask call. That's my belief.
I don't know.
Because
I don't know about
they
that.
would have had to punt the ball. Eagles would have scored. I mean, it was that saved the game for the.
What I'm going to say is when I told you so, and what I told you so was not saying that because the Commanders is clearly still not a better team than them, but they did what it took to win.
Right.
And I think the only way you can tell me different is when the Eagles play the Commanders at home.
They lost to Murray.
Huh?
They already lost it at home.
Oh, you guys lost?
Yeah, they already lost it. Commander Eagles at home. Eagles killed us. Like 20.
What was the score?
Something crazy. 29-7. Something.
So this was the revenge game.
Oh, I've said that. I mean, the Eagles dominated the Commanders the first game, but that was with Carson Wentz though. That was the Carson Wentz game, and so that was personal. I'm saying that Heineke brings more to the table than Carson Wentz does. You just look at the team, and the team just feels more confident when Heineke on the field.
I told you,
Carson Wentz.
When it's the guy that people like, that's what
I agree with you on that. I agree. So
and
if Wentz played in that game, we would have won for sure.
But remember, Hey, and remember you gave me a hard time last week because you said I was on the Eagles jock. Remember I said the reason why I like the Eagles so much is because they like playing for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has that it factor. You look at him and he just comes across like he's there to play. He's not there to play around. And that works for the team. The team sees, hey, my quarterback's serious. He looks like he's ready to play. You play harder. If you got Carson Wentz who looks like he don't want to be out there on the field, you're not gonna play as hard.
Now, Lamont, we want to thank you for calling in, and
We can't get him in our picks. He can make picks too.
well,
This is our top pick guy.
you know what? He is our top pick guy. Let's go back and Lamont. So, since you're making picks with us, are you okay with that?
Was it? Did you ever make a pick for the Titans Packers? I made my pick. Did you ever make your pick?
No, I haven't. Go ahead, Lamont. I'm gonna put the microphone, and Steve, bring your microphone over.
Okay, I'll say.
We both use it. No, to us. Okay. All right, right there. So both of us can get it. Now, Lamont, what's your pick? Titans or Green Bay?
Titans, Green Bay. Actually, I put my picks in already on the office football. So I believe I picked the Titans. Titans gonna win that.
Okay.
I'm taking the Titans also, Steve.
All right, Titans also. Okay.
Next game, Bears and Falcons. I'm going to take the Falcons.
I'm going to take the Bears.
And Lamont, who are you taking?
I'm going with the Bears. Yeah, Fields is about to go off on the Falcons. Like their defense is not going to be able to handle Fields. Fields is really like the top one of the top fantasy quarterbacks right now. And I got a league. I got Jalen Hurts and and Justin Fields as a 2-quarterback league. So like,
You're looking good.
I'm killing it right now.
You're looking good. That's for sure.
Panthers at the Ravens.
Y'all surprised me last week, but Lamar Jackson about to do his stud fizzle, and it's a wrap. Baltimore got that.
I got the Ravens winning and the Panthers with the points. It'll be a close game.
Well, this is it for me. If we can pull this off, and yes, I'm going with Carolina all day. Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation, holla at your boy. You see, I got the ready for war hat on. I got the salute to the troops hat on. 5-star general. We ready to get this. Hey, if we can pull this off, and Baker Mayfield is starting, if we go in there and we pull this upset, we can turn the season around.
And remember, the Ravens have 2 weeks to prepare. So I got
But Carolina had a long week to practice since he had the Thursday night game. Right. They got a lot of rest in there.
Okay.
And I want to see Baker Mayfield be Baker Mayfield this week. I also want to see our coach it up. And if they can run the same, I want them to run the same scheme they run with PJ with Baker, because that scheme is explosive. That scheme, I love it. With the always motion, it keeps people off guard.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys took the Ravens. I'm taking Carolina.
Correct.
Next game,
Eagles at the Colts.
Sit in DJ Moore, just so you know, because I don't trust none of what you just said.
I don't have to. You didn't trust none of what I said last week, and I was right.
All right. Let's go to Jets versus the Patriots.
You skipped the Colts game?
Well, I'm going to say the Eagles for later. It's an Eagle fan, so let's give him time to salivate.
You should have went with the list.
I know, but I want to give him time to salivate.
Okay.
He's an Eagles fan.
Okay.
So let's give him some love. We're going to give you Eagles respect. So let's go with the Jets Patriots.
Jets Patriots. Yeah, put some respect on our name. So Jets Patriots. I'm going with the Jets. I like that Jets defense. They've been doing their thing, and honestly, their offense is not bad either. So I like the Jets in that one.
Patriots own the Jets. I just think it's going to be Patriots all day.
Okay, and I'm going with the Jets also. The Jets have shown me a new light, and they want to win. And they out there, they flying around on defense.
They are flying around.
I'm taking the Jets.
And they got in the backfield. That's a nice little combo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, they do. Rams Saints.
What's the next one?
We got the LA Rams versus the Saints.
In New Orleans.
In New Orleans, yeah. Mercedes-Benz Dome. That's gonna be, they're at home. I'm not really a fan of the quarterback situation for the Saints, but I do feel like this is a game where Kamara is finally gonna have. He has his ups and downs. So I feel like this is one of the up games, and because and it's not gonna be like between the tackles. He's gonna be getting passed to a lot, and I feel like that's how he's gonna get his money on Sunday.
I'm agreeing with you. I question the Rams' quarterback situation right now. Not sure even if Stafford plays, he's not going to have Cooper Kupp, who's going to be his go-to guy. I got the Saints.
You know what? I'm gonna go against the grain. In this game, I believe Matthew Stafford comes back, and Robinson on the Rams have his biggest game of the season. And Van is gonna be that second guy. I think the Rams could go ahead and scrap and pull this out.
Okay.
No hands, huh? No hands. Okay.
All right, the lock of the week: Browns at the Bills.
That's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be real defensive.
I'm taking the Bills.
I mean,
Allen knows the mistake he made He made a bunch of mistakes because the Bills had that game easily won. That was a game that the opposing team won, but the team that should have won, they gave it away.
I mean, I like the Browns, but I think Jacoby knows he has another week or two left. I got the Bills all the way.
Bills. Yeah.
All right, now we got Lions at the Giants.
Lions at the Giants.
I'm taking the Giants, sir.
Yeah, that's another kind of a coin flip because I like the way the Lions played last week. I like the way their defense is playing, so I feel like they might be able to do something with Barkley. And then of course their offense is Goff and St. Brown and James or the running backs, like they have some really good players. So I'm actually gonna go with Detroit on that one.
I'm gonna go with Detroit too. It's a trap game. I just think the Lions are feeling good about themselves, and yeah, I got the Lions.
I appreciate the easy win, guys.
All right. All right.
Sound good.
Now we get to some games that matter. Commanders at the Texans.
Commanders at the Texans.
A game that matters.
I mean, is this a thought?
Do you have a fever? This game don't matter.
This game matters. Commanders are back in the playoff hunt.
Hey, it might matter though because if they win this, they it's some playoff contention.
Yeah, they have playoff contention.
Well, I'm taking the Commanders.
I'm taking with you.
He didn't like his team from the giddy up. I thought they were decent.
What's that? I didn't like them either, but ever since they said the owner says he's going to sell the team, they're playing inspired ball now. You know, it's the last couple of weeks. Ever since the owner says he's going to sell the team feels good.
Who you taking, Steve?
Commanders. I told you.
Who you taking, Lamont?
Oh yeah. I like the way they played against us last week. Their defense looked good. Yeah. They about to pick off Mills all game.
Oh yeah, Mills is horrible. All right, good. Now the game that you've been waiting for: Eagles at the Colts.
Oh
man, the Eagles is pissed off. They let the Commanders squeak up in there. I believe the Eagles is going to blow the Colts out.
Yeah, but they got that coach that said was the worst hire ever.
Wait a minute. Is Matt Ryan starting?
Matt Ryan starting. That's
a trap game.
Yeah.
That Matt Ryan. Everybody's been disrespecting this man. Yeah. This man is a real quarterback
and playing at home.
I know he is, but Gardner Johnson's about to get a pick at least. Slade's gonna get one in that game. I don't see it going the way you guys would think it would go. But I mean, it's gonna look better.
I said the Eagles are blowing them out. So, but I just remember Matt Ryan was starting, so I won't give it a blowout. This game is gonna be close.
Okay, all right.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of another close.
If it was the other guy, then it would be a blowout. But because of Matt Ryan, it's gonna be like it's gonna be looking like a 28-14 type game.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that. All right, another trap game. Raiders at the Broncos. Did anybody see poor Derek Carr up there crying on the stand? I felt bad for him. I mean, the weight of the world's on this man's shoulders. He said, "Give me Devontae Adams."
Man, he just one bright spot.
I mean, this man, they went to see. I mean, the Raider fans were feeling good. Somebody next to me predicted the Raiders to win the AFC West. I won't say his name.
Wow.
And I think I threw the flag at him. I said, have you forgotten the Chiefs, the Chargers?
What do you guys pick? Throwing me under the bus right now. What is your picks? What are you picking?
I'm taking out the Broncos.
Who are you picking, Lamont?
I'm picking the Raiders.
Woo.
And I'm taking the Raiders too.
Okay.
Take the Broncos if you want to.
I'm going to take them.
I'm taking the Raiders.
You didn't see Derek Carr crying on the stand?
And that's why I'm taking the Raiders.
That team is broken.
Hey, Jacobs is going off this game.
Okay.
Remember that.
All right, then. All right. We'll see.
200 yards.
All right. The game of the week. Cowboys at the Vikings.
Cowboys at the Vikings.
I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a good game for sure. Probably high scoring. But I'm definitely going with the Vikings. I like the way Justin's playing right now. I feel like he's gonna get his, and of course the defense, their defense is good. So I mean, it's not gonna be like a blowout or anything. But Justin Jefferson is just playing kind of crazy right now. So
I'm glad somebody sees how I see it. Thank you. I got kind of obliterated earlier in the show for actually mentioning Justin Jefferson as being Randy Moss-esque. I didn't say he was Randy Moss. I said Randy Moss-esque.
Very esque. Very, very esque.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's Randy Moss. I mean, that's just that guy.
Who are you picking?
Look, can I get my Randy Moss glory? I got the Vikings. Come on now. You know I'm taking the Vikings over the Cowboys, even though I don't like Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is the Clayton Kershaw of the NFL.
Oh my God. What's the next
Clayton
game?
Kershaw looks great in the regular season. When it comes time for the playoffs, he's nowhere to be found.
What's the next game, Steve? What's the next
Okay, let's go. Bengals at the Steelers.
Bengals at the Steelers.
I'm taking the Bengals.
I think the Steelers actually. This is my upset special. I'm gonna take the Steelers to win just because I think that quarterback's feeling good about himself. I'm gonna take the Steelers at home and upset.
Getting a little too happy, Steve. A little too happy.
Okay,
That's a brand new quarterback. This is his first year playing.
Yeah.
And you want him to beat the Bengals? Okay. All right. Lamar, who you taking?
Yo, no, Pickett's gonna score, but shit, man, the way Mixon was playing last week, man, they don't got the defense to stop that man, dude. He's gonna get at least 2 touchdowns. Higgins will get him 1 too. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be the Bengals.
Okay, you got
that boy Mixon. Where did he come from? He's been decent.
He's been decent for years,
but
now,
all of a sudden he broke out looking like Adrian Peterson. Not Adrian Peterson. But he's playing way above the caliber he's been.
Well, let's
has
see
he been hurt?
Let's see if it lasts. Let's see if it lasts.
He's finally breaking through because Mixon has always, since he came into the league with the Bengals, he's always got high carries. He's always getting like 18 to 20 carries a game.
Yes.
But he didn't really get in like the scores. But now he's like getting the scores.
Yeah.
Who'd you pick, Steve?
Oh, I got the Steelers. I told you. That's why it's special.
So you picked the Bengals, Lamont?
Yeah, Bengals.
All right.
Chiefs, Chargers.
Y'all slow at it. I'm gonna say it like it is. Chiefs.
Yeah, I gotta go Chiefs too.
That's unanimous.
Yeah, Chargers got too many injuries. All right.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football. 49ers, Cardinals.
Omar, he's a 49er fan. Omar, what your 49ers gonna do, sir?
You said 49ers and who?
The Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. Niners got that, man.
Yeah, the Cardinals.
We're going to finally see Deebo Samuel sliding. He's kind of been, I got him on one of my teams, and he ain't really been playing that great, but I feel like we finally going to see a Deebo Samuel slide, even with Christian McCaffrey on the field.
Yeah, I don't like Kyler Murray. Something about his body language and how he's acting. Something's going on with him. That team don't. a lot of issues there. So I got Niners.
And I'm taking the Niners too, to make it unanimous. But
Yeah.
hey, thank you for calling in, Lamont.
Most definitely.
All right, thank you.
All right, later.
Make sure you call in next week. You are top picker, so we like to make picks with you, so I can prove that I'm the top picker and you're not. So don't forget, Lamont. We got a new contest this week. Starting this week, for at the end of 4 weeks, we're giving away another two $50 gift cards.
I'll gladly take the another card. So there's nothing wrong with that.
All right. Well, we definitely gonna see. I'll talk to you next week, sir. Thank you.
All right, later.
Have a good one. All right, people. We shutting down these phone lines. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. And I want to address somebody on our Facebook. Oh no, Juan Carlos. I am not an undercover Raiders fan. I am not.
You should have heard him. You should have heard him before the season started. I mean, he was just glorifying the Raiders. I mean, I was like, am I looking at the same team?
I do think the Raiders are playing way, way below their level with the team that they do have. I don't think they're being they're not being coached right.
Well, I knew that going into the season. I mean, Josh McDaniel, there's a reason why he's been a good assistant for all these years and never got the head job. He can't get the job done. So some coaches are good assistants, but don't have head coach mentality.
This is true. This is true. And once again, to everybody, we have the link up. If you want to get involved in this new contest that we're doing, we're giving away two $50 gift cards for 4 weeks of play. All you got to do is go to officefootballfool.com. I have the link up. It's been up for a while we've been talking. All you have to do is fill out that link and then go to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Become a subscriber, which we want to get to our goal before the end of the season.
Get to our goal. And like I said, we love when you guys call in. It makes the show interesting. Keeps it lively. And so please keep calling in. We'll take on any challenger. And like I said, next week, I will give you the Justin Jefferson versus Randy Moss stats so you can see that they are comparable stat-wise.
Yes. And before we go off, I want to say something to the Cali Cat Pack. Hold on, Steve. Hold on.
All right, let me get the music going. Let me get the quiet violin.
All right, let me do the Cali Cat Pack report. Let's put it up there. While the link is going, I have the Cali Cat Pack report to all my Panther Nation, Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot people. It looks like we're on the brink of a good coach. I don't know what you guys feel. You let me know. But right now, I'm liking the way Steve does his thing. I like his whole feel about everything. But these next two games are pivotal for us for this season because last week, as you know, I was ready to hang it up. I was ready to hang it up and for us to go for this draft pick. And then we end up beating, I won't call them a mediocre team, but it wasn't, it didn't feel like a team that meant anything. Just like I was saying about Philadelphia and how I identified with them being fool's gold. That was a divisional game. We played with our heart and we won. Now with our heart and with this team that we do have, that I see excellent potential and excellent time for Baker Mayfield to show his worth in the NFL, to get his money up and his stats up in this game. If we can pull out and beat the Ravens, we can turn around and beat the Ravens and we can beat Tom Brady twice. We can make a run for the Super Bowl. But until then, I will stay true to the keep pounding mantra. And all of you guys, I'm with you. Let's get it in. Keep pounding. And that's the Cali Cat Pack report. And I have more to come. And thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. Post this on all our boards and in all the different clubs. And I will talk to you guys next week. 7:00. Me and Steve will be back on. Let me bring my host back into it. And Steve, you want to say goodbye to everybody because we're about to get out of here. We went overtime.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep for a second on that Carolina report, but yes, I'm excited. Thank you guys. I'm sorry. I mean, I never heard such a sad report before in my life, but yes, thank you guys.
Disrespectful.
Come on now. This guy called the Panthers to win the division. You had Super Bowl aspirations for this team.
Steve. First of all, I said we have to get past the Ravens. I didn't say Super Bowl yet. I said we have to beat the Ravens, then we have to beat Tom Brady twice for me to get that feel.
Okay.
But I'm still with my team, and I still die hard and ride with the team.
I
Cali
hope,
Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation.
I hope Steve
we
Wilkes
in here.
does well. I like him as a coach, but let's just take it one thing at a time.
One game at a time,
That's
Steve.
one game at a time. Okay. All right. So I'll support that. So
you see, I got my troop hat on, man.
all right. Thank you guys.
We going to war.
Oh, good. Just take the Ravens, guys. Take the Ravens. Take the Ravens.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Peace out.